situations like this.
Right. The city's a war zone. King Kong, mutant alligators, and Alex Casey shoots the place up every weekend. Look, I never even carried a gun until a couple of days ago.
Well, my dad used to be a cop there. Tells some pretty wild stories.
Stuff like this?
No, just normal bad stuff. Kinda like your books, Wake. I used to tease Dad that he was just like Alex Casey.
You've read me.
Oh, sure. You're a pretty good writer. A little heavy on the metaphors, maybe.
Nobody's ever said that before.
We're coming up on the power plant. See the lit building over there? And that's the dam further up the river. I can't land here. I'll take her down the road across the river.
Just get me there, Sheriff.
Hold on! Ow!
Son of a bitch!
And yeah, we don't have anything. We have a flashlight. I understand maybe, like, losing the weapons and everything, but why did we revert back to a regular flashlight? Like, did we just, like, in mid-fall, like, oh shit, let me get the worst, like, the, you know, statistically worst, as far as this game goes, the worst, you know, flashlight we could have. Let me just drop this really good one. Ow. Haha! The power of light compels you, biatch. Now that wasn't very nice. But yet I don't care. Go figure. Should just, like, pumped out every single flashbang and flare I had for that final fight. You can't say they don't give you an abundance of supplies in the Alan Wake. They definitely took into consideration people that were going straight into, like, Nightmare and, you know, modes like that. Which Nightmare mode's pretty... They give you enough supplies, you're better off fighting everything. I've just been kind of like, you know, when I do these mostly for fun. So I don't really typically try to go with the harder difficulties, so... But let's listen to the radio, see what's on.
And here's a new song from a band that... They always remind me of our local rock legends, the Old Gods. I couldn't tell you why. I guess it's just, you know, one of those things. Anyway, here's Poets of the Fall and their latest single, War.
Poets of the Fall, as I've mentioned before, is the band that actually sings the Old Gods of Asgard songs. And I love Poets of the Fall. Carnival of Rust is one of my favorite singles, probably of all time. It's a great music video, great song. They're a very good band. I don't know if you'd consider what kind of genre. I guess they'd be like more art rock. The lead singer's vocals are definitely very unique, but I love it. Carnival of Rust, like I said, it's great. Great album in general. But, yeah. This came from their next album, which was called Twilight Theater. Another really good album. Given and Denied is probably, I think, the best song on that album by a very large margin. If I had to say so myself. So yeah, good band, good song, yeah, good all around. Alan Wake has a great soundtrack, though. I've mentioned that multiple times too. I don't know, I find myself listening to more soundtracks to a lot of things nowadays, especially like, you know, especially game soundtracks. I love them for the most part. Probably favorite in a while was I'd say I really liked Sangfroid Tales of Werewolves. I loved the soundtrack in it. Gomo had a pretty good soundtrack. Stick It to the Man was good. I don't know, I've been listening to more soundtracks, and I've really branched out what I listen to over the last few years. Except the only things I don't really listen to is, I'd say classic rock, and I blame that on my dad. That was really pushed down on me when I was younger, so I just kind of, just like every time I hear classic rock, I kind of just, yeah. Or like classic rock I was forced to listen to. Like, I can't really listen to AC/DC or Metallica. God, I hate Metallica. Can't really listen to them. It's just one of those things, you know? It's not saying they're bad, it's just I can't listen to them, and it's not my thing. But I've been listening, recent years, I've gotten into rap. I love Mos Def, I love Nas, you know, things like that. So yeah. It's nice. Where do I go? Where am I? Who am I? Oh, it's already open. Duh. Probably should turn that off. We are going to be going over there, meeting Cynthia Weaver, and then traversing our way, yeah, back and forth for a bit. And then it'll be the end of this episode. Or does this episode end on a bridge? Something ends on a bridge. Where do I go? What do I do? It's always, I don't know, my brain's not functioning right now. Well, that almost killed me. Oh, duh, see? It's always something simple in the game that screws me up. Always something simple. That's just how it is. You get to that point where your brain just doesn't really think right, and you're like, duh. You're screwing up on very simplistic things. It honestly reminds me of the Tesla Effect, the Tex Murphy Adventure. Really fun game, by the way. If you haven't tried it, it is actually probably one of the few games I've played this year that just was a real treat to me. Like, I've never played any of the Tex Murphy games ever before, but I thought they did a pretty damn good job. But I was playing it, and there was a puzzle involving adding, subtracting, and like dividing dominoes, and for whatever reason, I couldn't figure it out. And it was just like mortifying because it was one of the it should have been one of the easier puzzles in the game, but my brain just like, it just like decided, dude, I'm tired. No, I'm done with this. No, let's go back to trying to fix Bound by Flame. So yeah, it's just one of those things. Sometimes your brain just stops working right. I don't know, especially considering I don't stick, you know, because of what I do. I rapidly move between games. It's easy to kind of forget, you know, forget the current game you're playing with's logic and then, like, remember in other games, because video games have kind of different logics to them, each one's kind of its own entity in a lot of ways, so, yeah, just, I don't know, just one of those things, you know? But hey, that's okay. Bye. Bye, it was nice meeting you. Never to see you again. Ever. So we've got to go here, and we're going to go in that building. That'll turn the bridge. That's a very... Do any actually bridges do that? Like, normal, everyday bridges? Or is that just something like the writers of this game was like, giant, twisty, twirly bridge of death? It'd be great. Come on, what could go wrong? It'd be great. Really, the darkness needs to start possessing more fat dudes, because apparently they're the more resilient ones and also carry chainsaws. Got a flare gun. We've got 5 flares, a flashbang, 3 flare gun ammunition. So, yeah. I really do. I still love the presentation of this game. I think the in-game stuff looks better than the cutscenes. The cutscenes have that kind of... They talk like their tongues don't exist. They, like, the tongues for a lot of the characters in the game, like, exist on a separate plane of reality. And it's kind of bizarre. To me, at least, but... I do believe the Darkness Incarnate's about to come after us, so we should start running. What the? That's an annoying little trick. Why doesn't the darkness possess bears? That would put the fear of whatever deity you want in the Alan Wake if a bunch of possessed bears attack him. I guarantee you it will put the fear of something into him.
Are we men dreaming of being butterflies, or butterflies that dream of being men? Such philosophical concerns are by necessity abstract. And yet, some of us can find concrete proof of the nature of our existence in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, an absence of creativity.
Hello, Martha. What did you want to show me?
Oh, Lydia, thank God you're here. Please, it's in the basement.
Oh, Martha. Oh, that's amazing.
Isn't it just? I found it here this morning.
It's like it isn't there, but oh, I can't look straight at it.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Oh, how did you get here?
Well, I'm trying to work.
Did you put this thing here?
In a way. To be more precise, I put everything here but that.
Really? But what is it?
Oh, I guess the temptation is to call it a hole, but it's really an absence, a profound lack of reality.
In Martha's basement?
Yes, I was doing so well, too. I came up with 2 old ladies and put something really weird in the basement. It was a great start, but I'm completely blocked now. I can't imagine what I was up to.
Well, surely it's just an ordinary basement.
Is it? Why did you call your friend here, then?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, well.
Couldn't you just ignore it?
Oh, no, I couldn't do that. It would probably turn into a plot hole. Might be one already. Could sink the whole enterprise.
Oh my.
Listen, ladies, not to be rude, but I'm really not at all sure where I'm going with this, and you're just not helping. You should just go back upstairs for a cup of coffee while I try to figure out what I'm up to.
Well, if you think that's best.
Maybe I should just stop here. Or is that too moronic?
Is that too moronic? Indeed. Who can tell? It's a fine line between the stupid and the sublime. In Night Springs.
Sorry for, like, any edits. Again, I'm checking emails. I'm trying to get this Wolfenstein thing sorted out, you know. I'm telling you, man, if you're going to make videos for YouTube or anything like that, there's a helicopter, you need to be careful with your uploads. Whatever you do, try to figure out the embargoes. Go to Twitter, and if you can't figure it out, find the embargoes. Just wait until the Tuesday of the game, you know, the midnight of the, you know, Monday midnight, and wait till the game is officially at the post. You know, it's actually not very hard to get games early. Believe it or not, people. Just go to Craigslist or something. They'll usually someone will be selling. You might have to travel a bit, but and if you live, I don't know how it is in the north, but I live in the good old state of Tennessee, you know, and it's very easy to find shops that break street date and that sort of, you know, thing. So, you know, just you know, just one of those things, I guess. Got to get used to. It comes with the job, I suppose. Just one of those things. Does make you a little bit burnt out, I gotta say, though. Just a little bit burnt out. Little bit burnt out, but, you know, like I said, it happens. Oh crap, come on. Whoa. Alan Wake for the win! Whew. Whew. It's affecting my glaucoma. I am kidding. I have no idea what glaucoma is, other than the fact that apparently people use that as an excuse to get medical marijuana quite a bit. I have no idea. No idea. Hardy har har.
Is the logo on the power plant sign. I'd seen a version of it painted all over the area, signifying hidden caches of supplies.
Hold it right there!
Miss Weaver, Cynthia, I'm a friend.
Prove it!
You knew Zane, Thomas Zane. You're the Lady of the Light in the song. You can help me.
About time. Young man, I've been waiting a very long time for you. It's in the well-lit room.
Excuse me?
What you'll need to drive the darkness back. The well-lit room is at the dam. I built the room to keep it safe.
Will it help me find Alice? Will it get me back to the cabin? Fine, let's go. I can get my friends to come back with the helicopter.
Oh, we won't go outside. Never at night. That's rule number 1. You've been breaking the rules, young man, and where has that gotten us, No, I have a secret route, a lit route, an old water pipe. Something was damaged at the transformer yard. It's draining all the reserve power. Without it, the pipe will go dark. The power to the yard must be cut.
Let me guess. You want me to do it?
Young man, you're the one who likes to break the rules. I can't be outside in the dark. The kill switch is outside.
What was I gonna say? I have no idea.
I have been preparing. These times, the dark tides have found my caches, haven't you? You can see the signs. Very few people can. Yes, please. Take what you need. This is all for you, for the likes of us. We do Tom's work, don't we? Hurry! The switch is on the wall facing the shore.
You know, if the darkness wanted a supply of artists, why didn't it go to, like, New York City or California or something? You know, a place where large groups of artists concentrate. I mean, obviously this darkness is mobile in a certain capacity.
Go outside to use the emergency switch.
Like, why didn't it just go, like, find the Lady of the Light, and also the darkness is bit set free, now can go to any place it wants, and is no longer bound by any traditional means of the light, blah, 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 blah. Also, does no one go to this place, or does she just, like, live here? Did she, like, just sign up for a position and be like, hey, I want to live at the power yard forever? It'd be great. It'd be great. Totally. And after this, we go...
Cut the power to the transformer yard. I was willing to do grunt work for her to get her to help me. I hoped Weaver was dependable. I'd stumbled into this crazy world a little over a week ago. She had been living this insanity for decades.
Yes, she has. Because apparently the darkness is very slow.
Cut the power to the transformer yard. Now I had to find a way to reach it.
Let's try that again. Now this one. Yay, puzzle! Woo. I did it. did it, Daddy. I did it. Love me! I'm sorry, what? What happened?
Who designs these things? The transformer yard went dark and dead. Weaver's water pipe passage should now be good to go.
Find the lady of the light. Also, don't get jumped by the darkness. You'll die. That's how you reshape it. The haunted fence. It's like the haunted mask, except with a fence. You can't wear a fence. It's madness. Hold this for me. Hold this for me.
This way, young man. Follow me. Come, the pipe's empty now. We're ready to go. This way. We need to go. I knew them both, Tom and Barbara. I had such a crush on him. Such a beautiful man. I was jealous. There was a part of me that was maybe a little glad when she had the accident. And then Tom started writing and woke the darkness up. He tried to bring her back, but you can't do that. There are no free rides like that.
I'm starting to realize that.
In that case, young man, perhaps you're a smarter man than Tom was. The witch looked like her, but it wasn't. Barbara was sweet. He didn't understand until it was too late. He tried to undo it, wrote himself, her, everything he'd ever written out of the world. Oh, he was so famous. And afterward, no one knew. Oh, Tom. He left only one thing behind in my care, in case it happened again. Insurance. Or perhaps used me a little. Tom knew how I felt. Knew I wouldn't refuse him. I built the well-lit room and put it there. It's been waiting for you. We are characters trapped in a story you have written, and none of us will survive to see the end of it if the darkness isn't stopped. She'll twist the story to her own dark ends.
How do you know all this?
Tom, that's the way he wrote it. He still talks to me, you know, in television, from beyond, from below. We have both been touched by the darkness, young man. He saved us both with light, but the darkness stays with you. Leaves a stain. This pipe will take us directly to the well-lit room.
Okay, I need to call my friends, tell them where we're going.
Hello? Al!
Barry, we're headed to the dam in one of the pipes. Meet us there.
Okay, I'll tell Sarah.
It's Sarah now?
Whoa! No! For the sweet love of...
Barry! Barry! We gotta go see if they're okay.
They're probably dead. You must reach the well-lit room. This is no time to be a selfish idiot.
That's my best friend.
Well, be a fool. I'll use the pipe. I'll meet you at the dam if you make it.
At
That
least
made
I
the
didn't have to worry about
Hold on.
her. She knew how to stay safe.
That may have been the least graceful jump I have ever seen. Why he decided to jump like that, I will never know. Because that was just so ungraceful. That reminds me of those, like, terrible botched wrestling videos where someone will go for, like, a 450 splash and land on their neck backwards. That's exactly what that looked like. That's just so ungraceful. He should be ashamed. He should write himself as not only a competitive, you know, swimmer, or not swimmer, why did I say swimmer? Track runner, but also a good jumper. Or, you know, impart the skills of, like, a, you know, go all Space Jam and steal the skills of professional basketballers. I'm sure they won't mind. I mean, I don't know. I don't keep in contact with too many NBA players. So, yeah. Run.
Barry! Sheriff Baker! Sarah!
The crash
Sarah!
scene looked bad, but as far as I could tell, the wreck was empty.
Sorry, I just channeled my inner Jeff Goldblum. Sarah! So we do the well-lit room, then we go up there, and then the darkness.
Barry!
No, you don't. Freeze! Stay back.
What are you even hitting?
Freeze!
Hang in there, I'm coming!
Here they come.
Get the hell back!
Anything in here? Supply-wise? No? Flashbang could have went better. We good?
You know when to make an entrance, Wake. We were ready to make like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
I have a different ending in mind. I knew you'd be all right.
How's that?
The flaming eye of Mordor.
Somewhere to go.
Weaver will meet us at the dam.
I should have kept that.
See those lights? That's the elevator we need to take.
Let's go already.
Oh crap! There's more than one.
Yeah, it's almost like the darkness is trying to, you know, stop us. Though I don't know why it would try to kill Alan, since it needs Alan to finish the story. Or does it? No, it does. It needs Alan to finish it, so why would it kill Alan? Why would it send its darkness to kill? Wouldn't capturing make much more sense?
Heads up! Here they come!
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no, we're being chased by the thing that knew what I did last summer.
We have to hold them off!
I do like the little slow motion things with the flare gun.
Oh no! Oh no! Swear this is the slowest elevator in the world.
I don't know, have you seen the elevator in the Citadel? Slowest damn thing in existence. I kinda wanna play Mass Effect. Love Mass. Despite the ending of that series, or the original trilogy, I absolutely love the series. Absolutely love it.
Oh, no, you don't!
Even if it got pretty cheesy at times, it's still pretty damn enjoyable. Huh. We did it. We are freedom!
We're almost there. There's an entrance into the dam at the top. What's the plan, Wake?
Well, Weaver's crazy, but she's got something Zane left behind. Something to fix this.
Thomas Zane? Seriously? Might as well be Paul Bunyan or Bigfoot.
Yeah, well, he was real.
Or was he?
Let's be careful, okay?
Yeah, you know, careful's like my middle name. Alan Careful Wake. I pressed the thing. See? The thing. We do not actually get to take this. We have to go around. Because... Are we sure the elevator's not the well-lit room? Because that's fairly bright. And there I had to sneeze. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm just like dying on the inside. Release! I pressed the button. Oh, I have to hold it though. Like one of the few. I think that's the only time in the game you have to do that. And wait for it. Ow, no.
You guys go ahead and find Weaver. She should be in the dam now. I'll have to make it alone through the top.
Okay, wait. Good luck. Don't get yourself killed.
Please, be careful.
I'll take good care of Barry there. Yourself.
Possess spools.
You gotta be kidding me.
Nope. Ow. Poor Al. Things just can't go right for him. But we don't have to fight spools, so we got that going for us, which is nice. Run! Ow. What if it's like Knock Knock and they can't attack me on a ladder? Actually, only one enemy in that game can really attack you on a ladder. Pretty fun game.
Fishing can be a hobby or a job.
I was ridiculously outnumbered. The searchlight could even the odds.
Crap.
Enough. You will go no further. now.
I don't feel like stopping. In fact, I feel as though that would be it would be very detrimental to my overall health. I do believe. One could even say I would probably die if I were to listen to that overall message. Shame she didn't figure out how to, you know, completely collapse the bridge. Otherwise, I'd have been just boned. Or she can't aim with the flying rebar. So, yeah. Black tornado coming towards me. Woo! Think if she'd have done this whole tornado thing earlier. We did it. How we are completely safe in here, I have no idea.
I'm glad I was wrong. But it was a foolish chance to take. Don't worry about the noise. We're safe here. I have looked after the well-lit room for many, many years now. There is no shadow in the well-lit room. The power is fail-safe. All of the bulbs are numbered and changed regularly based on their make and model.
Right.
Hey, she made a pretty much invincible room to the darkness. Shut up. She may be crazy, but she's also correct.
There's an old army base at Great Cove Point, north of here. It was active during the Second World War. They operated here back then. They must have built this.
Yes, they did. It's my place now.
Not a single shadow. I can see some shadows. Like before we get to the well-lit room, but...
Take it, and I won't need to worry about the room anymore, because 6 and 33 and 118 need changing soon, and I don't want to climb up the ladder to change them because it's very late, and I'm tired. And if you take it, I won't have to do that anymore.
The page was autobiographical, a memory from my childhood. But I didn't write this. It was a page written by Thomas Zane. None of them were supposed to exist anymore.
Alan, 7 years old, would fight sleep to the bitter end. When he did sleep, he soon woke up, screaming, the nightmares fresh in his mind. One evening, his mother, sitting by his bed, offered him an old light switch. She called it the clicker, and flicking the switch would turn on a magical light that would drive the beast away. To imbue the talisman with all possible power, she added that it had been given to her by Alan's father. Alan never knew him, and anything of his took on mythical proportions in his mind. With the clicker firmly in his hand, Alan finally slept like a baby. Now, almost 30 years later, Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
My mind swirled. I'd given the clicker to Alice, yet it was here. Zane had written it into existence, in a story I had written. I can get to her now. I can finish this.
But yes, that is episode 5 of Alan Wake, and I shall see you all on the next one. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great day.